What up, everybody? So, I actually had a request video, which makes me pretty excited. So, we're going to get into that first before we do anything else. The video is for painting whites and yellows. So, we're going to go with the white first because it's something I'm actually currently working on and working with my roommate and a friend of mine. So, we're going to show some tabards and stuff on our Black Templars. We got the Emperor's Champion here, and we've got another Marshal to work on. So here's what I've done already on this Marshal. My roommate at the moment wants it really bright white, so we're going to go with that and show you how to bring it from a black to a white, because now we got to bring it back up, right? Because we're at the darkest and we're trying to get to the brightest. So I will go over how to do that in the best way I've found possible, and um, then highlights and stuff would be different, and shading and dirtying it up and texture and whatever. So what I like to start with, I'm gonna move the champion over there. We're gonna pull this Marshal forward. What I like to start with is, obviously we're gonna point out the spots that are gonna be white, right? So on this Marshal, it's the inside of his cape and his tabards. The outside of his cape is red, but we can also hit this. No, we'll probably hit that with some Xandru dust because I like it to look like like really worn cloth. This banner should be kind of old, so we're not gonna worry about the banner right now. We're just gonna hit the tabards on the outside of, or the inside of the cape. And on the Emperor's Champion, it's just his tabard. I guess his pauldrons too. Um, but let's get into it. I appreciate your request for this video. Greatly appreciated. So we got our Templar here. I'm gonna start with some Selsun Gray. Don't mind my mistake with my paints. I'm working on getting some new ones. So working on getting new supplies. That being said, any and all support for this channel is greatly appreciated. So before I go any further, let's get into that for a second. All help for this channel and all support for this channel up to this point, thank you. Thank you greatly. I started with I think I started with like 5 subs when I had my channel. Like, yeah, my friends followed me, whatever. But now that I'm actually doing things and posting on a consistent schedule, I'm up to about 34 followers and 34 subs, which is really great. I appreciate it. That's some really good growth in a really short matter of time. My videos are hitting about 100 views, 100 plus views, almost 200 views in a week. So we're off to a strong start. I need to get to 1K to get monetized. If I get monetized, then I can do a lot more with this channel than just these one-shot, one-take ideas. For some model painting, I can do more. I can edit because I can actually work on getting things that I need to make this channel better. All of my money from the beginning is going to be going back into this channel to make it better. I want to be able to offer you guys more. So that could be commander games, that could be battle reports, and following our narrative. Maybe you want to follow our storyline, because that's something me and my roommate do. Is we play Crusade, um, and so we play narratively, and so like maybe you guys want to follow our narrative and follow our story. It's cool. I'm super down. Let's make it happen. Um, please, please, please continue to like, share, and subscribe, um, and just stick around. We're only going to get better as we progress. So we're going to take the Celestine Gray and we're just going to work it onto there. In all the nooks and crannies. If you hit the iron cross there in the center, don't worry about it. It actually will help it stand out more later. So you can go back over it with black. If you can just paint around it too, fantastic. You save yourself a fraction of time. So yeah, we're gonna hit this with a decent helping or a decent coat of some Celestine Gray. And then if you go on GW's website, it actually says white scar, but I want to bring out that white more, mostly due to that's how my buddy wants his Templars to look a little bit cleaner, a little bit like some of them will be clean, some of them will be dirty. We'll get to all that on a later basing. Do another basing video at another time, and we'll talk about like batch basing because I have a whole army of Black Templars to do. So, and I'd prefer to get as many of them done as I can at one time. So we'll make a video out of that and show you how to batch base some models so you can get a whole army done. If you're not looking for like super crazy basing like I tend to like, but I don't tend to do that much with my troop options. I just kind of want them to match. Like I don't mind if the whole army doesn't match because maybe they're spread out in an area or whatever. So I don't really care if all my basing doesn't match my whole army like across. I'm not a stickler for that. It doesn't bother me at all. But we do have a lot to base. I have all my Blood Angels to base still. So we have got a bit to do, but it's all good. And the way I want to show you to do it, I think it will be easy. And I'll also show you another couple other tricks that I've learned. Maybe they work for you, maybe they don't. But I'm going to show you anyway. And if anything, I just at least hope you enjoy the seeing my process. Maybe what works for me or doesn't work for me. Doesn't work for you, but it works for me. Yeah, whatever. You know what I'm saying. So I don't really care if this coat's perfect. We want to get it as good as possible, but meh. Because we want some of this gray to show through a little bit, and I wouldn't mind some of the black showing through a little bit. It helps it look a little worn already. I know I've still got the inside of the cape, but we're going to move to this back bit of his tabard. Oof, I'm tired, guys. Tired. So I'm always tired, man. So as I said in my slap shop video, if you've been with me for about a month or so now, I find painting models very therapeutic. It's one of the few things that I actually find like extremely therapeutic. Building and painting models. I just wish this hobby wasn't so damn expensive. You hear me, GW? Quit your shit. Ultimately, like, it sucks. I feel like GW is kind of pricing people out of their own hobby to some degree, because like I'm starting this YouTube channel so I can like afford my hobbies. So there's that. But just on a mental health standpoint, I've had a lot of hobbies throughout my life, and I still do. I collect a lot of things. I'm very neurodivergent, and I hyperfixate on a lot. But this is one spot where like it can actually be a good thing, because I can hyperfixate on some details and really focus on that model, and I can watch TV, I can listen to lore, I can let my brain just go wherever, kind of, to some degree, and when I'm done, I get to see that thing come to life. Like, that's one thing I really like. So there's the back tavern. We're gonna let that dry. We're gonna move into the inside of the cape here. Oh damn! And again, I'd like edit out yawns and stuff, man, but I don't have a way of doing that at the moment. So any and all support, again, greatly appreciated. I really need a computer so I can work on editing. As I've stated before on my older other videos, I am currently working just off of my cell phone. So I'm not able to really edit much, like, at all. It's kind of sad. But I do what I can. I appreciate y'all being here for the start. I hope y'all stick around, because I have lots to come. I have lots of ideas. I have merch ideas. I have tons of video ideas. Some of it's already been done, but maybe you don't like that person's channel or whatever. Or maybe you want to see a different way of doing it. Maybe a slightly more scatterbrained way of doing it, because that's kind of the things we do around here. And that's okay. We like scatterbrained sometimes. So we're going to hit all of this cape here. By the time this cape's dry, we can check the other back tavern. I am a South Park fan, so you might hear South Park. You're going to hear lots of animated shows in the background of my videos if I forget to turn my TV off, because it happens. I get fixated in I'm like, oh, I have to do this, and so I don't think about, background noise or this or that. So I apologize, and we'll work on being better about that in the future. Um, I'll try and do more music-y stuff or something. So, like I said, we're not looking for the greatest, we're looking for coverage. We'll let that dry, we'll still hit it with another coat. That's more of the coverage I'm looking for, like those two right there. Um, so then we're going to come in with Corax White. I like the Corax White. And we're going to put some of this down on the palette. Maybe. I might need a new bottle of Corax. That's terrible. I hope not. If not, I jumped the gun on this video and I'm really sad. Oh, cool. There we go. That worked. Worked really well. Get some of this Corax White down on the palette. Sorry guys, it's Corax is a rough. This is also a bit of an old pot, so we'll see how well this works. I might have to make this a two-parter because I'm gonna have to go get a new pot of white. All right, so we got white on our brush. We're just gonna hit all those parts that we want white. Work it into those crevices. So there's a new little helping station thing out. You can put the little paint handle in the middle, and it's got arms to hold pieces, so you can like get pieces glued in the right spots or in the right angles, and it holds them for you, or it holds it while you paint it. I will be picking one up, and I will do a review as soon as I do. Because it looks really cool. I have the original version, the helping hands. It's the handle with the arms on it, like kind of like Doc Ock almost. And I really rather enjoy that at times. I don't use it as much as I probably should, but when I need it, it's really helpful. I really enjoy using it for as a Blood Angels player. I play with a lot of wings, so I enjoy having it for the wings. I enjoy using it for flight stands, because flight stands are terrible. GW, make your flight stands better, because they suck. Like, that's a full-on call-out, guys. full on call out. Your flight stands are terrible for every faction. Like, make them better. Or people are gonna consistently go 3D print better. My 3D printers are down at the moment, so like, make them better, guys. So there we go. We got that white done. Does not look great. Bring it up there a little bit. So that's a white. That's a great way to bring any color back to a white. This will work with red. This will work with black. This will work with blue. Do a lighter color. Do something in between the dark and the light. So, like, let's rotate it over here, and we'll do his back tabard again. And then I can show you something else. Maybe. This is my best example at the moment. I don't have anything white on my Blood Angels that's needed at the moment. Oh, yes I do. Cool. So yeah, we'll just hit that white and see how it makes it so its coverage doesn't have to be as much when we go from the gray to the white, because we don't have to cover something nearly as dark. The darker we have to cover, the harder it is to bring that color up. If we went down in our primer, which I like to do, I like to work up. So I prime a lot in black. Also starting to learn and use the slap chop method. It's a black prime with a white overspray. You're still to some degree working up. It might not be to the same extent, but it's still there. So we're going to let that dry momentarily. I'm not going to worry about the inside of the cape right now. I just wanted this video to get some whites. So on a yellow, let's see, I don't have anything available at the moment. So on a yellow, depending on what you're doing, I would probably try and do the same, because again, you're wanting to bring something from a dark color to a bright color. So if that's what's needed, then something in that in between slot. Grays work really well. Just find something in between that really dark and that bright that you're needing, and from there you're able to bring it up. And then there's always, you can, after you wash, then you can bring it back up with highlights. So, oh, sweet damn, I am tired, guys. Tired. That's my video for this go. I will look for something yellow and make that into a second one. But there's what we have done for the Marshal so far. Here's what we have done for my buddy's other Marshal so far. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think. Hope you enjoyed the video. As stated many times already in this video, please, well, let's start with the thank yous first. Thank you for your guys' support. That's greatly appreciated. Please continue to like, share, and subscribe my videos. As always, too, if it's not for you, maybe it's for somebody else that you know. Just show them what's up, spread the word. Um, lots to come, lots of ideas still brewing that I haven't even begun to have an idea of how to put some of them together. Aside from, I need a computer. Um, I need some better recording equipment, and getting this channel and my Facebook modeling page over on Facebook, Inquisition Modeling. Go like and follow that one too if you haven't already. If I can get both of those up to 1K, I can monetize them. As soon as I can monetize this and that, production values go up. I won't be recording on just my phone and headphones. I will have the ability to break down and edit and do a lot more. So one more yawn before I go. You know that yawn? I'm gonna take a nap. Deuces.